Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Dogecoin20. So basically here we want to expose how these scams actually work so that you can wise up against these scammers, right? So the first thing is that we want to just talk about is, you see here, launch day is in 23 days. So they are saying Doge 20 launches on Doge day, last chance to buy. I was like, what is Doge day, right? So I did actually Google it. So apparently memecoin fanatics have dubbed 20 April International Doge Day, sparking an annual uptick in interest for meme coins around this period. The reason 20 April is Doge Day is because it is supposedly Elon Musk's favorite day. So there you have it, right? Some crypto trivia for you there. That's what Doge Day is. So people who bought this will only be able to actually, if you bought this, you'll only be able to actually claim on in 23 days. That is if you have not staked, right? So if you have staked, you have to be logged into staking for another 7 days after the 23 days, right? That's part of the scam that I'm going to be showing you exactly how it works. And even though they say that the pre-sale is done and all that, over 10 million raised. And why is it this 10 million? Where does it come from? Because even Scotty, the AI, they say they raised over 10 million, right? Green Bitcoin, we have raised 10 million. And then also this one, they are also claiming the 10 million. I don't know where the 10 million figure comes in. Before it was 6 million, now they've moved to 10 million. So let's just go through the steps. So the first step is obviously they launch the pre-sale. That's what they do. They launch the pre-sale. And then after they launch the pre-sale, that's when the marketing starts, right? So the marketing starts by going to crypto news websites. For example, you can see this Crypto Potato article where Dogecoin pre-sale his 10 million milestone, last chance to participate before DEX launch, right? And you can see here, that's where they write some article and whatever. But guess what? It's a sponsored post, which means they paid money, right, to actually to this website to put their own article. And you can see the disclaimer at the bottom. The above article is sponsored content. It's written by a third party. Crypto Potato doesn't endorse or assume responsibility for the content, advertising products, and so on, right? So they've actually paid these crypto news websites. It can be Crypto Potato, BTC News, whatever crypto news website it is. That's how they actually operate. They go and do this sponsored post. And the other place that they actually market this thing is through YouTubers. You see a lot of YouTubers all of a sudden popping up all over the place talking about this is the next 100x. Could this be the next 1000x? And they go and drop, maybe I've dropped 5k into this, I've dropped 10k into this. Imagine what will happen if it goes to 100x and all that. So you're going to see tons and tons of all of that posts. I'm actually going to be checking if there are any crypto twitchers who are also promoting some of these scam cryptos, right? You can let me know actually if there are any twitchers so that I can go and actually check them out. And also, once this marketing is done, obviously the buys start coming in. And when the buys start coming in, the first thing, yes, you guessed it, we talked about this, it's staking. They start to say, stake your tokens, stake your tokens. They are doing it with, they did it with Scotty, the AI. You see, staking is right here at the beginning. Green Bitcoin, staking is right here at the beginning. And of course, Dogecoin20, staking is right here at the beginning. So that's the next stage. And after that, that's when the pre-sale stages start, starting with stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. And with each and every increase in stages, they also increase the price, right? So this is sort of like to create some sort of fake agency to just trick people into buying. It's a marketing tactic to trick people into buying this thing, right? And of course, step 5, that's when the launch actually occurs. And for Doge, Coin, as we've discussed, is going to be only in 23 days time on the so-called Doge Day, 20th of April. That's when the launch is going to happen. And where do they launch? They launch on Ethereum blockchain. Why Ethereum blockchain? Because of expensive gas fees. They launch on Ethereum not to help investors, but to use it as a deterrent for investors to sell. So you can imagine if you bought $50 of this token, the gas fees are going to be anyway $30, right? So are you going to be selling? Of course not. It's a deterrent. They use it as a deterrent. That's why they launch on Ethereum. And during that time, they are going to actually ascertain how many people who have not actually staked, and they'll just release that liquidity into a DEX, like what they're doing with Scotty the AI. It's in on Uniswap, right? They'll probably do the same thing, launch it on Uniswap, release a certain amount of money, and they know that the majority of the people are actually stuck into staking. So let's just check out their staking here, see what's going on in there. So with this staking, so you see it's about 29, right? Is it 29 billion, right? Doge is staked, right? 29 billion Doge is staked. So a lot of people will be stuck into staking. So they're not able to participate in any sort of price pump or anything for 7 days after these 23 days. That's a key pillar for this scam. Staking is a key for this scam, right? And during those 7 days, when a lot of people are stuck, that's when you're going to start to see this artificial sort of like price pump. And this artificial price pump will be coming up. And because a lot of people are stuck into staking, they can't sell, right? And some are even tricked into coming to buy into onto the DEX while they wait for their other tokens to unstake. I would say this is a terrible idea, right? It's a terrible idea to buy more during this time, because this price pump in most of the cases is artificial. Soon after the 7 days is done, the price tends to go down. And that takes us now to step number 7, right? This is where you start to see after these 23 days, for those people that have been locked in the 7 days, there's a further 7 days, right? When for the people who have been staked, for the investors who are staked, when they start to unstake after this 23 days, add 7 days, they start to unstake. And when they start to unstake, that's when you start to see the price drop. But not everyone who unstake at the same time. It can take up to 2 weeks, right? And then the price you start to see it dropping. At this point, that's when it's important for you to start tracking the token, especially if you think like this token, maybe it might just gain some popularity, it might just go viral and people start to buy it, it start to get listed all over the place. Unfortunately for Dogecoin20, I don't think it's going to happen, right? Because a lot of centralized exchanges are just going to see through Dogecoin20 that this is a scam. They're just trying to ride on the main Dogecoin. If they'd called it something else, maybe it was going to have a chance. If they called it something else, like what they did with Scotty, Scotty has got a chance. But Dogecoin20, a lot of exchanges are not going to even attempt to go anywhere near this. So that's why you even see on their roadmap, they don't even have any promise of launching on a SEX, right? For this one, they're just saying we're going to launch on a DEX, which is Uniswap, and that's it. Which is what they did with BTC20 and also plenty of other scam tokens like Bitcoin ETF and so on. So these are the steps that they actually go through. And at stage 7, that's when I would say it's important for you to actually grab your big brain crypto ego logbook. It's a hardcover book on Amazon, where you can actually evaluate up to 70 pre-sales, right? It helps you to wise up against the scammers. So some of the information that I've spoken in this video are some of the things that you can jot down. It provides 2 pages where you can log for each and every crypto. Like for example, on stage 7 of the scam, that's when you would want to start to track the price, right? You'd want to start to track the price, right, of the token here. You want to start to track the price after launch. and to see how is the price movement. If you do decide to invest Dogecoin 20, I don't think I'll go anywhere near it. All right, I don't think this one is going to go anywhere. It's most likely the price will go down. So, but one thing that I'll say is don't give up to claim your tokens. Soon after launch, try to claim your tokens if you haven't staked. And even if they've blocked your wallet, keep trying. They might actually unblock your wallet at some point, even though the price of the token might have reduced significantly. I've seen most of this project dropping up to 70% of the initial price point. And you can even record if it is, for example, a token like Scotty the AI, even though we know it's a scam, sometimes these things go parabolic. It can be the next Pepe. This is where it's important for you to actually log the adoption in your Brick Brain Crypto Ego logbook. Like I said, the link is in the description. Amazon affiliate link. And this is where you start to track how many people on X are following this thing, right? How many people on X. So you'd want to check on Twitter how many people are following it, right? So here, if we check, we see it's only about 8,000 people following on Twitter for this one. So that's an important figure that you can start to record, and the date, and also how many people are in Telegram. And when you see these numbers increasing, it might signify that this might be the next Pepe. But for Doge 20, a lot of people are just going to see right through this. A lot of centralized exchanges they actually play a huge key role into pushing a token to go viral and actually to become popular, even to be noticed by exchanges like Binance. But centralized exchanges are not going to be listing something called Dogecoin20 because it's clear as day that they're just trying to ride on the main Dogecoin, even claiming to launch on Doge day, right? So this is just the video that I just want to share with you this information. Let me know what other cryptos out there are you seeing that you want me to review. If you want to support the channel, you can join the membership program on the channel if you just want to support it. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.